Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and often overlooked chapter of history, the story of the female soldiers of the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. Forget everything you thought you knew about 19th century warfare, because these women were a force to be reckoned with. In the midst of one of the bloodiest civil wars in human history, the Taiping Rebellion, a unique and revolutionary idea took hold. The leader, Hong Xiuquan, declared a vision of a new kingdom on earth, one that challenged many of the long-standing traditions of Qing Dynasty China, and one of the most radical of these ideas, the equality of men and women. This wasn't just a philosophical statement, it was put into practice. The Taiping leadership established separate military brigades composed entirely of women. These weren't just support units. They were trained combatants, armed and ready for the front lines. They were often referred to as the Red Trousers because of their distinctive uniforms, bright and bold symbol of their presence on the battlefield. Imagine the scene: thousands of women, many of whom had escaped lives of servitude or poverty, now marching as organized soldiers. They were skilled in using spears, swords, and even firearms. Accounts from the time, both from their allies and their enemies, speak of their ferocity and discipline. They fought with a passion born from a belief in a better world. A world where they were no longer second-class citizens. One of the most famous female commanders, Sisaniye, was renowned for her martial prowess and leadership, leading her troops into battle with incredible courage. These women weren't just fighting for a political cause, they were fighting for their own liberation. Under Taiping rule, practices like foot binding were abolished, and women were granted rights to own land and take civil service exams. The women's army was the ultimate expression of this newfound empowerment. They managed their own camps, enforced their own discipline, and proved time and again that they were the equals of their male counterparts in every way. However, the story of the Taiping Women's Army also has a tragic end, as the rebellion wore on and faced increasing pressure from Qing forces and Western powers. The initial idealism began to wane. The women's brigades were eventually disbanded, and their soldiers were absorbed into male-led units or assigned other roles. By the time the rebellion was finally crushed in 1864, the radical experiment of an all-female army had come to a close. The memory of the Red Trousers faded into the background of history, overshadowed by the grander, male-dominated narratives of the war. But their legacy is incredibly important. They were pioneers, challenging deep-seated gender norms centuries before many Western societies did. They proved that, given the opportunity, women could be formidable warriors, leaders, and agents of change. Their story is a powerful reminder that history is full of hidden figures who defied the expectations of their time. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. What do you think about the story of these amazing female fighters? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next exploration into the forgotten corners of history. Until next time.